Hi. Well, someone's not ready. Because it's the James show now. Not impressed. Okay, we put it on a spinny chair. That's how inventive we are. Yay!
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this has been a video that I've been trying to do for the past like 3 weeks, but with James working and me not being well, it's been a bit difficult. So this video is something that's been requested and it's been a trend that's been going for quite a while. So it's basically asking a boy questions that you're too scared to ask your boyfriend, but I've kind of done it like chronic illness style. So I've got loads of people to ask me questions and James is going to be our little guinea pig today.
I'm going to try my best. Yeah,
so like he's basically going to be as honest as he can because he's basically just our guinea pig that we're asking questions to that you guys all want to know the answer to. So we have previously done a relationship Q&A and I do think some people got a little bit confused because some people was asking us questions about our relationship. So might answer a couple of these in there as well, might as well.
And also, if you're wondering, Beth collapsed yesterday, wasn't me. And I need to make that clear.
If you see this bruise here.
So.
Yeah. And also, James is wearing a hat because he got a bit stressed out with his hair because we're in lockdown and he couldn't cope with his hair anymore, so he's
crew cut it. Yeah, so the hat's staying on so that it's not on the internet for life.
Yeah, and I look a bit beaten and bruised, so I'm hoping that my hair will just stay like that out of the way.
Brilliant couple.
And if anyone's wondering as well, what on earth is that? As you've seen in my previous video, we're moving to James's house, so we're actually here now. Right, okay, so we're going to start. As I said, we've got loads of questions. I'll try and answer, well, James will try and answer as many as he possibly can, as honestly as he can, and I haven't even read through half these questions, so let's just start from the beginning.
Okay.
Okay, so bear in mind all these aren't about me, like it's just
in general. Yeah, in general.
And a boy's honest opinion or someone's opinion about their other half, whether it's a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever.
Do apologise if anybody is upset with any of the answers. I'm just giving my honest opinion.
Yeah. Few quick fire ones.
Few quick fire. Okay, one like yes or no answers.
Like yeah, but then do give like a bit of an explanation, but you can't think about it, you just have to straight up say it. Okay. Ready?
Go on.
What's your biggest turn off?
Oh my god. Wow!
Quick fire!
Quick fire. But I don't have one. Is that really bad?
Biggest turn off.
I don't. I don't know. When you want to go out for food and you order a salad, what's the point? I know it costs money, but what's the point? You want a burger, order a burger. I don't know. Is that a good turn off? I don't know.
If I was sat next to you and I just like burped or farted or smelt a BO or.
Go on, go and have a shower. It's not going to turn me off. There's a shower upstairs. Go and have it.
So you don't have any turn offs?
No, not really.
Okay. Fair enough. Can't believe that. That was so funny. Order a burger. Biggest pet peeve.
Oh, pet peeve. God, it's a tough one. There's so many. I'm joking, there's not. If I had to be honest, it's when I want to do something and we can't go and do it. On occasions.
You had to get that in, didn't you?
On occasions, yes.
Do fancy underwear bother you? Granny pants or thongs?
If I had to be honest, thongs.
Yeah, so but if I sat there in granny pants, would you be like, ooh?
Wouldn't bother me. As soon as they're off, it's the same underneath, isn't it? So
we all have our period knickers, girls, so don't worry.
And boys, we all have those pair of boxers that we know are lucky.
What, you Buzz Lightyear ones?
They're not mine! Why would you even say that? Listen, when I walk in and say Buzz Lightyear to the rescue, that actually doesn't care.
Right, okay, so what are your first thoughts when dating? So when I said to you, I've got X, Y and Z, what was your first honest thought? So if someone comes out and says to someone that they're dating, oh, by the way, I've got all these chronic illnesses or I've got a chronic illness, what were your first honest thoughts, apart from, oh my god, I've just met the love of my life?
Well, I just took the words right out of my mouth. When you first find out about something like this, it does take you back a step. It does, because it's a lot to take on. At the first, you don't really understand what it is. So you start asking a lot of questions. You do have questions that you want to ask, and you feel like you need an answer so that you can understand it better, so you know where you stand and how you feel about it, because it's a confusing topic to be talking about. From my point of view, I'd done background research.
You've done a little bit of stalking on Instagram before.
A little bit, not much, on it. So I knew what was going on before we got to that stage. So I was happy. It doesn't bother me. But I know for some people out there it will, and they love the person for who they are. So it was a difficult one, but yeah, it does make you take a step back and look at things and think, oh, like I do like this person. Yeah, reevaluate. Like you look at it and you think, okay, yes, I want to be in this relationship. So, most people won't care like me. They just won't. They'll just go, well, it doesn't matter. Like you are who you are. But other people will look at it and go, they personally wouldn't be able to deal with the stress and the daily problems that your partner having these issues would bring.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. So, second question. Does it bother you when we have no makeup days?
No. No.
I'm sat here right now, like, please say yeah, that's fine. I'm going to put my makeup on if you don't.
You could say that, as it's a good question, but normal couples have no makeup days.
Yeah.
Does that bother them? No. Doesn't bother us at all. If anything, it makes us feel better because we can just sit here with a hat on whilst making a video while someone's got a bruise on their eye that we don't have to cover up.
I'm glad about your answer to that one, to be fair, because I actually think I wear a lot less makeup now than I did before coronavirus, because we used to be out the house a lot more, didn't we? Yeah,
and you were quite, honestly, when a girl says, I'm going to get ready, boys, make sure you try and push it 2 hours ahead of time. And then you can wait for the last 10 minutes and they look at you going, oh my god, why haven't you started getting ready yet? Trust me, I'll get ready in a second. James, we're going out in 10 minutes. I will be ready. Next minute, I jump in the shower, get out, get changed, do my hair, brush my teeth, put my spray on, look at her and go, are you ready? She goes, 5 more minutes. Right.
But yeah, I do think since COVID, like, I'm just not as bothered now. Like, I don't ever really wear makeup. I look after my skin a lot more. And I think it's good that you feel comfortable enough that I feel like I can wear no makeup and James won't be bothered. But it's a good question to ask, because some people might be worried that the partner might not like it if they don't wear makeup. And I know for a fact, me, most days I don't have enough energy to put makeup on. So it's a good question.
Yeah, you also feel like they're going to see you as a different person than when you have makeup on. And it's a problem inside yourself that you feel insecure when you don't have any makeup on. But what you got to realise is we don't care. Like, if you wake up in the morning and he looks over and smells your coffee breath or your morning breath, no, and he still stays after that, no makeup's fine, promise you.
Oh, okay, so this is a question rather than kind of like an honest one. Someone's asking how to handle it when your partner isn't supporting you in the way you need him to. So she's asking you what the best way to approach a situation would be. So a partner isn't supporting her the way that she needs him to. So how would you like to be told if I was to tell you that you're not supporting me?
Oh, it's a good question. I'm
throwing him off a little bit here.
Yeah, how do you... Well, the way I would want it to be brought up to me is not to be brought up in an aggressive style, but sort of just pull him aside and be like, look, I'm really struggling at the moment. I need you to support me more. And if he goes, well, I'm supporting you as much as I possibly can do, is it really, like, you'll have to find some way just to get to him by not being aggressive, not being vindictive and saying, well, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? You need to do this. You know, you need to find a way to help him realise that he needs to support you Honestly, I'm answering it, and I don't even know what I'm saying because I'm like, this is a good question, and
it's like not what you say, it's the way you say it. So
yeah, but I'd want the person, I'd want Beth to say to me, look, I really need support here, and just be straight down the line, but not be aggressive with it. I'd just be like, really, have a touch, like touch his inner emotions. That's the sort of way I'd approach it. So I wouldn't go straight at him, but I'd be like, look.
Yeah, maybe just take him to a side, and rather than, like James said, be really aggressive and be like, why aren't you supporting me? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? It's so about what you say, not what is it? Not what you say, it's the way you say it. So just sit him down, you know, make him a brew or make him a drink, just say.
Or her.
Or her. Yeah, sorry, or her. And just have a chat with him and just say, I just need a quick chat with you. I just feel like X, Y, and Z, and I feel like I need a bit more support from you. And it's just have a chat rather than...
That's what I was meant to be saying, but it was really hard to get it out in my words.
So have a chat rather than having an argument, right? Oh, no question, but you guys are so adorable. Love you both so much. Oh, love you too.
Oh, love you too.
Thank you. Okay, I would love to hear how you want to be told something hurts or you can't do something. Let me read that again.
Yeah.
I would love to hear how you want to be told something hurts so you can't do something.
Okay.
Does that mean like she wants
two ways to think about this question? So you want to know something hurts or you can't do something. Is it as in like, is something hurting from your illness or like Beth's tube? Or that you can't do, as in, and you can't do something, as you can't go out and do something.
I think what she's meaning is how you, as a boy, would like to be told if I'm telling you that something hurts, or if I'm telling you I can't do something. So, for example, the first time that I started collapsing and sometimes I can't bend down to pick stuff up, how would you like to be told that I can't do something, or that something hurts me to do something?
Straight up.
I hope we got that right.
Yeah, if we've not, do apologise,
just message me.
With from what Beth said, straight up tell me. If I don't know, I'm never going to be able to help.
I think sometimes you don't want to beat around the bush in certain situations. Like if you need to tell them something, it's best to just get it over and done with. And then, because if I didn't tell him that, for example, sometimes he puts his head on my stomach, like when he's lying down, like we're watching telly, and I just have to say like move further down because the tube's there, it hurts. If I didn't tell him, I'd just be sat there in pain. So I just straight up was like moved out. I tell them all the time to move.
Yeah, one of the biggest things to think about is if someone's doing something wrong, they're always going to keep doing it wrong until you tell them how to do it right.
Yeah. Okay. I don't understand this one either.
That's a good brew.
Do you have any efforts?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, you're an effort. No, I'm joking. Do I have any efforts? As in...
I'm really trying hard to understand this and I don't. Do you have any efforts? Do you have any efforts? I'm really sorry, I'm just going to skip this one because
do you have any
I don't understand, to be honest with you. Do you have any efforts?
Are you meaning how much effort do I feel like we have to put in?
What I'll do is I'll message this person and then I'll try and get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
Ooh. Do you get bored of your significant other bringing up medical things all the time?
If I'm being completely honest, there are on occasions where it does start to grind a little bit. So say there could be something, and obviously when they first tell you you're interested, you say, yes, okay, I need to know this. But then when, like, I think it's when the family starts to talk about it and it becomes more of a discussion and it carries on for about 3-4 days, and I'm kind of like, can we just talk about something else? Like, it's starting to bore me a little bit. Like, I understand, I don't know why we're talking about it all the time. Like, I want to know how everyone's day's been and stuff like that. So I'm being honest in saying sometimes it does grind a little bit. It doesn't get boring, because it never gets boring, because there's always something new coming around the corner, but it does wear away at us a little bit. So we do like a change of topic sometimes.
Okay, fair enough. This is Alan.
Big up Alan.
Dear James, in how many days, weeks or months are you going to propose to Beth?
I'll come back.
This is a question I do want to know the answer to.
I've no idea yet. I've no idea.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Answer.
I'm sorry. We've just got ourselves, obviously with lockdown. Lockdown's been quite hard on everyone. But before this, well, financially wise, we were terrible. Horrendous. But we've got new jobs during lockdown. But yeah, so as soon as money and everything's sorted and we've got our own place, then we can look at doing.
Okay. Next question. Does it gross you out that we vomit a lot?
No.
Good answer.
Does it gross you out that I fart in bed?
Yeah.
Right, that's double standards, that. That's double standards.
I don't vomit in bed.
Close.
Yeah, sometimes.
Close.
That's good, so it doesn't bother you
No,
at
not at
all.
all.
Okay, that's
The
good.
only thing that does I find quite funny is that sometimes when Beth flushes the toilet, it stays in there. And like I'll come back from work
What if it's sweet?
at like 7 in the morning when I've done a night shift, and I'll open it and there'll be like squashies in the toilet, and it will make me laugh because I'll be like, that's just disgusting, but that's quite funny that they're still there. Like, you ate them at 7 in the morning when I woke up.
Sometimes, I don't know if anyone knows this, when you're sick a lot you come to kind of understand what flushes very well and what doesn't, and sometimes Haribo sweets don't flush very well because they like absorb in water and they just stay in the toilet and I can't get them out.
It's true, they do.
I try and flush it loads of times, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll just leave it for a bit. Does it bother you that Beth throws up after eating food?
No. The only thing it does bother me is that when we go out for a meal and I spend £30 on a meal and it ends up in the toilet 5 minutes later, I'm like, well, what was the point? What? James are going to the toilet, we're going to be sick. Well, that was a waste of £30. Did you enjoy it though? No. Alright, we won't come back here.
Okay, so, love this idea. James, do you ever feel awkward when you need to sort out Beth's tubes, feed or meds?
No. No, and well, I've been trained on it quite a lot, so I've been taught through it, and I think it obviously made me nervous to do it, but I think the one time that really just settled all the nerves for me. So we were fast asleep. I think I'd had a few drinks the night before.
What are you gonna talk about?
So you know when you wake up and you're a little bit dazed, but I mean we got back in at about 12, 1 in the morning when we could go out prior lockdown, and it was about 4, 5 a.m. Woke up with Beth running around the room in an absolute panic.
Oh no, I didn't move out of bed. I think if we're talking about the same thing, I was literally just in bed and I woke you up and I was like, James.
Oh yeah, you were. It's been so long. But yeah, so
basically,
she woke me up.
Tube had fallen out.
Yeah, so the balloon had popped.
Ever happen. I've had this tube since 2013, and I got told what I might need to do if it happens, and it's never happened, and I have never been in as much of a panic as I was.
No. And I mean, I woke up and she's going, what? What's going on? She said, my tube's
5 in the morning.
Yeah, my tube's falling out, and I'm like, what are you on about? Absolutely dazed from just waking up. And literally I looked to my right, a tube where it's meant to be, there is no tube, and it is on the bed next to us. And I'm like, oh my god, what do we need to do? So she's in an absolute, she's in hysterics.
Yeah, all I could remember was that they told me if this ever happens you need to put your emergency tube in it to keep the hole sorted, and I was like, I don't even know where it is, I don't know where it is.
Okay, so then I wake up, get out of bed, walk over, whilst keeping this one as calm as I possibly can.
Not easy.
Open up the bench where she's got all the feed and find this emergency tube, and I walk over and I'm like, okay, can you do this? She's like, no, I can't look.
Oh yeah, fun fact, it's because every time I've had my tube change, I've never ever seen my stomach without the tube, and I've never once looked at the hole, and that's why I said to him I can't look at it, because I've never looked at it before, and so it would have just freaked me out.
Yep, so you're looking at this, we've got an emergency tube, and I mean, it's about yay long. I'm not about that long.
It's quite thin, isn't it? But it's
it's very, very thin. And I've never done anything like this in my life. And I go to her, okay, so I'm gonna have to thread this into you. She's like, yes, you are. Okay, how much needs to go in? with a swift reply, I don't know. So you're telling me at 5:30 in the morning, I'm having to thread this tube into you whilst a little bit hungover, with not knowing how far it needs to go in. If it doesn't go in far enough, it won't work. If it goes in too much, it's gonna puncture a bowel. Okay, let's do this. So you just sat there. This is, honestly, nobody else can have these type of conversations or these stories, because whoever does this, at 5:30 in the morning, I'm threading this tube into Beth. And at just one point I go, oh, that'll do. We'll go with that. We drive straight to the emergency room, and the nurse comes and meets her, and she goes, how did you get this in? She's like, oh, well, James put it in. And I'm like, yeah. Did I do a good job? She went.
It was actually quite lucky the time that it happened, because if that happened on a weekend, would have been screwed, because the nutrition nurses don't work.
I didn't know.
But it was like on a Monday or Tuesday or something like that, wasn't it?
Bearing in mind, I was off work the next day. That's why I had a drink. Yeah. So don't worry about that. But the
nutrition nurse met us. She'd only just started work as well, so it worked out really well in timing, didn't it? But she was like, who put this in? And I said, oh, James did it. And she was like, oh my god, it's perfect. Put it in perfect amount. And he was like, oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I didn't even try. Yeah. And then, but inside, this comes that's one of the other questions, I was panicking like hell. But on the surface, I look calm and ready to drop bombs. But she keeps on forgetting. Oh yeah, we'll get a bit of Eminem in there.
Yeah, it was scary, but I think him having to go through that and keep me calm, it's just kind of put down this barrier for him, I guess.
Yeah, it's just made everything easy, because
he can get through that, I can get through anything.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it was a horrible morning, but you helped me a lot, didn't you?
I hope so. Otherwise it would have been surgery for you and a cafeteria for me.
Why does a chicken cross the road is the next question.
I don't know.
James, tell me honestly, why does a chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side.
See, this is what I mean. Some people got confused between us doing a relationship Q&A because someone's asked future and children. Might as well just answer.
There is one, and there will be some.
How many kids do you want in the count of 3?
1, 2, 3. 3.
How many girls and how many boys?
Okay, boys first. 3, 2, 1, 2. Oh no, 2 boys. 1 girl.
The girl's first though.
No, it's not. Boy first, then girl last. So then she's got 2 older brothers to look after her. So then I get an easy life as a dad.
At what point did the doctor decide that feeding tube was necessary? This isn't really to do with the video, is it?
When her stomach would no longer work.
Basically, I used to be about 10 stone 13. It was a long time ago. Then I started getting really sick and I got down to 6 stone. And I was basically about to die. And they said, you need to feed a tube. Long story short. I'll do a full video explaining everything, but that's just a long story short. I was very, very malnourished. I couldn't survive without it, and I just lost a ton of weight, so that was the main reason for having it. Oh my god, this is a really, I don't know if I want to ask you this question.
We're here to do the truth.
Okay. It starts with deep question but important. Have you ever cheated or considered cheating on Beth when she's not able to do things to satisfy you on her bad days?
Okay, the answer to cheating is no, never. Don't do cheating, don't do lying. I will be honest and say at one point when it did get really struggle for me, when my mental health wasn't the best, and when it was like a really difficult time where there was a lot of stuff going on in our lives, not just the illness but just a lot of stuff, then I definitely did contemplate everything. Like I was like, is it just something that I'm not happy about? Is something going wrong? Is it just me? I don't know if anybody else out there has ever felt the same.
I can't remember what you just said. Sorry, we ran out of memory because I was talking for that long.
So just repeat the question for me.
What you just said.
About the cheating and yeah, I've never thought about cheating, but sometimes it does take a toll on people. But you just need to communicate, you need to talk to each other. I'm sure they won't think about leaving you. They won't contemplate cheating, because for me cheating's just scummy anyway. Never cheating anyone. How can you admit to saying you love someone and then do something dirty behind the back like that? It just doesn't make sense, does it? No, exactly. Thank you very much.
A lot of them are about vomiting. Like, does it bother you that we vomit? Does it bother you the smell of vomit? Does it bother you that our teeth are bad because of vomit?
Tell you what, answer to all those, no. No, but it's quite funny when you see all the colours in the toilet, as I say. And the smell, honestly, it gets to a point where this is going to sound really bad.
What?
But you try and guess what they've eaten.
Are you joking?
No, you do. You walk in, you go, smell a bit of carrot. Because honestly, you get
She's had pasta today.
Yeah, it's still in the toilet, but oh well. I see you can't.
No, right.
Because you do because you're so used to the smell of vomit. Yeah, just like.
I do have room spray, right? But sometimes if anyone here is sick a lot, you will know that sometimes one flush won't get rid of it, 2 flushes won't get rid of it, and you really come to appreciate a good flusher on a toilet that just gets rid of it in one. And I know it sounds really
all
weird.
The boys out there, we understand that, don't we?
I know it's really weird. Ew.
You're talking about vomit.
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything.
But sometimes you're so worn out after it, you just think you just want to lie down. Like, it's really took it out. You just want to lie down. Sometimes I forget to do the second flush, or sometimes I forget to do the room spray. So I sometimes
you forget to chew your food, apparently.
I see some pasta.
Just like see it right round the edge of the toilet bowl. Oh, a bit of a spaghetti, eh?
Oh, that's funny. Right, okay. Does it ever turn you off because how poorly we are?
No. No. I mean, obviously, men have needs. This is more. Let me say a little bit. Men have needs, and if you're not feeling up to it, then they will get frustrated, not with you, but in another sense. So, if they need to help themselves, don't be mad at them, because sometimes the tension needs to be released. I said that in such a good way without saying anything as an innuendo.
What does an innuendo mean?
I'll explain to you later. Oh, sorry, I can't explain that because I don't know. I just know the word.
You don't even know if that was
well,
right.
I know what an innuendo is, but I'll have to just think about it because I always get confused with some things. But shut up.
Okay, do you worry about future in terms of health? So, would you in the other side of the relationship ever sit and worry about the future because of our health? Because of the other person's health?
Yeah. It's a good question, but from where I stand, if you don't sit there and worry about it, then you don't really care.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, if someone sat there and never worried about the future, I mean, even like I worry about the future sometimes, but and you're, you know, healthy. It's just worrying is care. It really is.
Worrying's human.
Yeah, it is.
You worry about everything.
I worry about everything. I worry about how much like TV I've got like left to watch in the day. Sometimes.
How many times you go get KFC or a takeaway and you worry that the chicken's not going to be cooked properly?
Oh, you don't get the good gravy.
Or yeah, and it's runny and it's not thick and
yeah,
just,
you need the thick gravy.
Well, you know, worrying is just a natural part of life, and
yeah,
if there is no one worrying, then there's nothing to care about, because you can't have care without worry.
Yeah. So equally, if you are worried that your partner is worried about the future, don't worry, because you both love each other. Okay, let's question.
I hope we're making sense with these questions. If we're not, we'll have to redo it. We'll have to regather, re-go.
How do things affect you sexually in sense to your feeding tube? I'm really worried that my feeding tube will affect how sexy my partner will think I am.
To be honest with you, you don't even notice it. Straight up, you don't.
I think mine is quite small.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know
Some of
much
them,
about the tubes, but
are a bit longer. But to be completely honest with you, that was one of my main concerns when we first met. And when I first told him about it, I was thinking, oh my god, like, he's gonna see it, I can't hide it for the rest of my life, I'm gonna have to tell him. So when I told him, it did worry me that he was gonna be put off by it, and I completely understand what you're saying. It was something that really worried me as well. However, when you're comfortable with a person, it will no longer even be an issue. I had to tell you this, right? James made me feel that comfortable about my tube and about my illness and everything. I know I've kind of slipped in previously that I have had a boob job done, I was more worried about how small my boobs were than I was about my tube, weren't I? And that bothered me a lot more. And I think how you present yourself, how you feel sexy is all due to confidence.
Yeah.
So you can, anyone with anything, stoma bag, feeding tube, anything can be sexy as hell, and it is just due to confidence. And I understand that it's so hard because you do just feel like they'll be worried, but if you yourself don't present yourself as being worried, they honestly won't even see it.
Love you. Yeah, love you for who you are.
Yeah.
Like, especially with obviously a stoma bag or a feeding tube, it's not going away anytime soon. You know, it's
gotta make with what you got.
Yeah, it's
work with what you got.
It's not going away. There's anybody can do anything about it. So instead of, obviously, I don't mean it's in any offence, so please don't take offence. Don't feel bad about it. Work it. You got it. It's not going away. It's part of you.
Yeah, do what I do. I put gems on it.
if they don't like it, well, are they really worth having in your life? Yeah. Are they really worth speaking to if they can't accept you for what you've got? No, they're not. Tell them to pack a bag and get out, and then just go and find someone else that cares.
Cool. Right, so
I'm well good at this.
Someone has actually asked a question which I actually really want to know the answer to.
So that means it's a good question.
Does brain fog annoy you?
Yes. Yes.
That's the quickest one he's answered so far. Okay.
Yes. Do you know why? Because I have to pull it in a little bit closer here. Yeah, looking in. I had a pair of trainers, right?
Oh,
pair of trainers.
God.
Pair of trainers. And I thought they were here. I came back from work and I took them off at the bottom of my stairs. I came up to bed and then went to work, and then the next day I was going back to Beth's. So I came down from putting them at the bottom of the stairs, and I went to go into work and I was like, Mum, where are my trainers? They were at the bottom of the stairs. Where have they gone? So I went to work in some other trainers. And I got back to Beth and I went, are my trainers here? She went, no, they're not here. I said, well, where are my trainers? I literally had them on yesterday. Where have they gone? I think it was about, I'm saying about 2-3 months later. 2-3 months, right? These trainers have gone. They are nowhere to be seen. Where do they turn up? Right, in Beth's spare room in the bottom of the wardrobe under loads of clothes. How? I had them on, right? And people are saying, oh, I don't know how they got there. I don't know, no. Brain fog. It's a thing.
It actually is, and do you know what? It's actually a really frustrating thing as well, because sometimes he has the best memory in this whole entire world, right? And I can't get away with anything. And sometimes, you know full well my memory is really bad, and that is no fault of mine.
Yeah, also like that now I can't find my bank cards, and I'm just guaranteed that.
But I've not touched your bank.
My driving licence is with it as well, but I don't know.
I've not touched your bank cards.
Yeah,
I don't even know where they are.
Of course you haven't. Seen all those things you buy from Spar, those squashies. Better know where they've come from.
We're going to come to a close now because we have answered every single question. A few of them we've merged into one, and we did get a lot of questions about our relationship. Because I don't think a lot of people understood the question, which is fine. But we've already.
If you want us to do another Q&A about the relationship,
yeah, that's fine.
More than happy to.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to let us know.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you don't know, you're not going to get.
So yeah, if you want us to do another Q&A in our relationship, please let us know. I'll happily do that again. I'll post the one we did last time on the comments section on the description, so you can see that. Thank you so much to everyone that has asked. And
for everybody who is now thinking the same question that everybody's thinking. That's the hair. That's the hair. Put a bit of light on everybody's day. That's what we're stuck with.
That's what I'm stuck with. I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well, let us know what other things you want us to do together.
Yeah, because the feedback we got from the first one that we did was that it did really help a lot of people because they was worried about their relationship and they didn't really realise how normal it was. So if there's anything else that you want us to talk about or anything else that you want us to go through, it's absolutely fine, because sometimes it's better to speak to people that are in the same situation than just kind of worry in your head. So yeah, let us know if you want us to do anything else. I hope this video has been really helpful.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really long video because we're trying to answer as many as we possibly can because there was a lot.
And the camera stopped twice.
Yeah.
Since we've been doing this, so we've had to reset.
Yeah,
and go again.
Sorry about the background. You guys know that we're currently moving house and there's just a lot of stuff we need to sort out.
Honestly, we could show you the room and you'd be like, no, we're not, obviously not. But yeah,
but yeah,
if any of the lads out there fancy dropping in some Warzone, you know what to do. Ask for the Activision. And
I'm really sorry if any of James's answers wasn't as what you wanted them to be, but as we said, he was just going to be honest, and it's his opinion. It's not everybody's opinion.
Everybody can voice their own opinion. Yeah. I'm just giving you how I would feel about the situation.
I'm just glad that he answered the no makeup one because that makes me feel like I don't need to.
Alright guys, but thank you all very much for watching. Hope I did alright.
Yes, and if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe. We have just hit 800 subscribers.
Woo!
Which is really, really good.
Hit that bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I'm honestly so excited because I have seriously made some very good friends from doing this. Like, you are literally all my really good friends, and I feel like I can it's just nice to know that I've got people that support me, and I support you too. So it's been really nice. So don't forget to subscribe if you don't mind. As always, if you need anything, message me. I've been really slow uploading this week. As you can probably see, I've not had a very good week.
But she's been good at downloading. Okay, it's okay. We'll leave that there.
Yeah. Right, so thank you so much again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and like I said, if you've got any other requests from us too,
let us know.
Let us know, and we will fulfill them, because James really likes to be on this channel.
Centre stage.
Right, we're gonna go.
Bye guys!
Yeah, thank you so much. See you soon.